Om. Ten Commandments, Principles of Arya Samaj, Part-4, Preface, Cosmopolitan Outlook. The principles of the Arya Samaj have been pronounced on all hands to be cosmopolitan, that is, they are equally applicable to all lands and peoples of all ages, past, present, and future. They may be adopted by any society that has for its aim the upliftment of humanity. They are neither too broad to be definite nor even too narrow to be non-sectarian. They affirm certain positive things and aims and refute certain doctrines which all right-thinking persons will unanimously affirm to be false. They have in them the certainty of dogmas and the rationality of universal truisms. Their author, the founder of the Arya Samaj, has, in the very framing of them, given proof of intuitional wisdom, the comprehensive vision of a seer. Individual and social duties. These rules emphasize virtues both individual and social and thus pave the way for the progress both of man individually and of man in the collective sense. By making their personal convictions definite and trying to raise in accordance with them their practical morals as indicated in the first five principles. Men of all climes are exhorted to rise individually. By adopting a broad-minded attitude towards humanity, that is, by identifying themselves with the whole family of human and, where possible, animate beings, and by seeking to elevate mankind as a whole, they are taught the true way to elevate themselves. The progress sought to be achieved is at the same time physical, spiritual, and social. The merging of the little self in the broader self of the society is laid repeated and ample stress on, but a distinct line is drawn between where the voice of the individual ego should have greater weight and where altruistic motives should prevail. An index to the mission. Rishi Dayanand has a knack never to beat about the bush. He nowhere minces matters. He is clear sighted, concise, and direct. This is the principal beauty of his sayings and writings. He never makes two and two five. The principles of the Arya Samaj he founded are an index to his whole outlook on life and duty. They contain, as in an empty tome, the whole viewpoint of the movement he started. In his larger works, which cover bulky volumes, he addressed his great soul to the solution of almost all problems that concern humanity. These problems he tackled according to his own light and the light bequeathed to him in the scared literature of the Aryans of rishis that preceded him. The principles of the Arya Samaj were intended to form the first introduction of a novice to his whole mission. In these, therefore, he does not bother himself with cradle and philosophical niceties, but is content to place before the initiate the broad horizon of his philosophical teachings and the vast perspective of philanthropic action which awaits the endeavor of the Arya, working both singly and in cooperation with his fellow workers. The direct import of the principles is simple. Indirectly, they point to other, that is, more detailed teachings also, We shall, where necessary, refer to these teachings by the way so that the reader, while conscious of their express significance, may not miss their inner import. Our main aim will, however, be to expound the express sense of the Rishi's words. In the first edition, we called these principles the Ten Commandments of Dayananda, not to institute any comparison between them and the commandments of Moses, but because we felt and still feel that their place in the creed of the Arya Samaj is the same as that of the original tablets of the Jewish prophet, which the Jewish and Christian creeds own to be the pith of their teachings. The Ten Commandments of Moses have a splendid history behind them. The history of the Ten Commandments of Dayananda will be written by historians of the future. It will, we believe, be an incomparably glorious history. The future is to be the age of scientific preciseness and comprehensive versatility, and the principles of the Arya Samaj possess both these attributes in an unprecedentedly ample degree. Continued.